falling in the category of microscopic properties. Here these microscopic properties or symmetry operation, they do not influence the external shape of the crystal here. Here screw axis means it is rotation plus translation, and glide reflection means it is reflection plus translation along the axis here. So this is combination of two operations. Crystal physics. If we combine the symmetry operation performed about a point or a line, then this it is known as the point group symmetry operation. While if we combine the symmetry operation about a point or line in addition to the translation, then this is known as the space group symmetry operation. So in total there are 32 types of point group, and if we combine different types of array of this lattice points, means 14 types of reverse lattice, then we can have 230 number of space group. Now we will see the symmetry elements of cubic crystal system. For cubic crystal system, the dimensions are like this: A equal to B equal to C, means all the axes are the same, and all the angles means alpha, beta, gamma, they are 90 degree. So because of definite arrangement of points and faces, this system means cubic crystal system is having one center. So if it arrange the atoms at every corner point, if we take the inversion of this atom via this center, then we come to the lower side here. Similarly, if there is one atom over this corner, if we take the inversion through the center, then we can come to the lower side this point. So this crystal system means cubic crystal system possesses one center of symmetry. This is because of definite arrangement of faces and edges. Second one, if we place one mirror plane which is perpendicular to x, y and z direction at the half axis, then the image of the first part, it can be seen in the mirror. So these are the three parallel planes. Second category, if we place this plane at the diagonal 1, 2, 3, then here 4, 5, 6. So here if this is the position of the mirror, then upper part of this cell, it is exactly identical to the lower part of this cell here. So this is mirror plane. So we can say that these kind of total, there are 6 diagonal planes. So all 6 diagonal planes, they are the symmetry elements. So in total there are 3 parallel planes and 6 diagonal planes for a cubic crystal system. Next, axis of symmetry here. This is an axis passing through the crystal such that if the crystal is rotated about it, means line, through some angle, then the crystal remains invariant. The axis is said to be n-fold axis if the rotation angle is equal to 360 by n. So this n is the n-fold axis. So depending upon the value of n, we can have some value of angle of rotation. For n equal to 1, the crystal is having, or crystal possesses the axis, so theta equal to 360 degree. So this axis is known as the identity axis here. Each axis or this kind of axis is possessed by each crystal system here. So there are, each crystal possesses an infinite number of such axes, that is n equal to 1. It is known as the identity axis. If n equal to 2, so angle of rotation theta equal to 360 by 2. So theta equal to 180 degree. So this axis is said to be a diode axis. So if we rotate by 180 degree about an axis and suppose the crystal system remain invariant, then the axis is said to be diode axis. For n equal to 3, angle equal to once again 360 degree by n, so that is equal to 120 degree. So such an axis is known as the triad axis. For n equal to 4, 360 by 4 means angle equal to 90 degree, the axis is said to be triangular axis. If n equal to 6, angle equal to 360 by 6, that is equal to 60 degree. So this is known as hexad axis. For cubic crystal system, it does not possess any hexad axis. Crystalline solids do not show 5-fold axis of symmetry or any other symmetry axis higher than 6, that is hexad axis. The identical repetition of an unit, it can take place only when we consider n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6 fold axis. Here in this diagram we can see that suppose the axis passes through parallel faces here. So this axis is known as the tetrad axis. So if we give the rotation equal to 90 degree, then the crystal system remains invariant or the shape remains unchanged. It is similar to the prior condition. So the axis is said to be tetrad axis. Second figure, if we hold this system from diagonally opposite points of pair, and if we rotate the crystal system or object by angle equal to 120 degree, then the system remains unchanged or the object remains unchanged. So this axis is known as the triad axis. Next one is the example of hexad axis. If the axis is passing through the two opposite edges here, center of two opposite edges here, and if we rotate this axis by angle equal to 120 degree, 160 degree hexad, that's why the system remains unchanged here. So there are in total 6 hexad axes. In total there are 6 diad axes. So number of symmetry elements for a cubic crystal system: 1 symmetry element, center of symmetry, or you can say inversion center, that is 1. Planes of symmetry 6, diagonal planes and 3 straight planes. In total there are 9 planes. Diad axis 6, triad axis 4, tetrad axis 3. So if you make summation of these elements, it becomes 23. So you can say that the cubic crystal system possesses total 23 symmetry elements, and this is highest among all types of crystal system. Different metallic structures. Here is the example of simple cubic. For cubic crystal system, the lattice parameters are all the sides are same, means A equal to B equal to C, and all the angles are equal and equal to 90 degree. If we arrange the atoms only at corner points of the cell, then this become the simple cubic structure. Now here if you see this red atom, then this atom is shared with all remaining 8 cells here, 1, 2, 3, 4 in one plane and 5, 6, 7, 8 in the lower plane. So here 1/8 part of this atom is lying in one cell. This is connected with 8 cells. That's why the contribution of one atom in one cell is equal to 1/8, and one cell is having 8 corner points. So 1/8 into 8. So the simple cubic structure is having 1 atom per cell, or you can say 1 point per cell in case of simple cubic lattice. Second one, body center cubic structure, it is known as BCC structure. In addition to 8 corner points at a corner of the cell, there is one extra atom at the center of the cell. So this atom, it is in contact with all these corner atoms. So this structure is known as BCC. Here once again, at corner points, the part of atom is 1/8 into 8 corner atoms plus one atom, that is central atom, it is lying within the cell. So this is one complete atom. So we can say that the number of atoms per cell is equal to 2. Similarly, the number of points per cell is also 2 in case of BCC. Third one, face centered cubic structure. So similar to simple cubic, the atoms are arranged at every corner point, but in addition to this, there are 6 faces. So these are the 6 face centered atoms arranged at the center of the face. So the number of points per cell, so it is 1/8 into 8 corners plus one atom, it is shared between 2 cells. So 1/2 of the point is lying in this cell and 1/2 in the upper one. Similarly here, 1/2 of the atom is lying within the cell and 1/2 in the adjacent one. So there are 6 faces, face centered atom. So 6 into 1/2 plus 1/8 into 8. So this is equal to 4 atoms per cell. So we can say that FCC lattice is having 4 points per cell, or you can say FCC structure is having 4 atoms per cell. SCP structure, it is known as the hexagonal closed packed structure. Here there are 6 corner points and 1 center atom at the upper plane. Similarly, 6 atoms at the lower plane and 1 center atom. In addition to these points, 3 points they are lying within the lattice point. So the number of atoms, these corner atoms in this hexagonal cell, it is shared with the 6 cells. So it is 1/6. 1/6 part of the corner atom is lying within the cell, original cell. So 1/6 into 12 corner points plus upper and lower plane atoms which are lying at the top and lower or top and bottom plane. So half portion of the atom in this cell, half in the upper one. So half into 2 types of atom. So half basal atoms into 2 bases, plus these are the 3 atoms, they are lying within the cell. So they are not shared with the other cells, so they are completely lying within the cell. So 3 inside atoms. So 3 atoms plus 1/2 into 2 plus 1/6 into 12 corner points. So the number of atoms per cell is equal to 6. Similarly, we can say that in case of SCP lattice, the number of points per cell is also 6. Coordination number. So it is defined as it is the number of equidistant touching or nearest neighboring atoms in a lattice. If you take the example of simple cubic, consider any atom as reference 1. So atom number 1, this side atom 2 of other cell, then 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, they are in contact with this reference atom. So we can say that the coordination number is 6 for simple cubic. If we consider this white atom as reference 1, then all the corner atoms of 4 in the upper plane, 4 in the lower plane, they are in the contact with the central atom. So the coordination number for BCC is 8. For FCC, consider this atom as reference 1. So 4 atom of the same plane, 4 of the face centered atom of this original lattice, and 4 of the upper cell, they are in contact. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, so it becomes 12. So there are 12 number of atoms, they are in contact with this central atom here, reference atom. So coordination number for FCC is 12. We can also define the APF, atomic packing factor. It is the ratio of atomic sphere volume to the unit cell volume, assuming a hard sphere model. And if you calculate the value of APF, so for simple cubic it is 0.52, for BCC it is 0.68, and for FCC and SCP it is 0.74. So on the basis of value of APF, we can say that simple cubic is loosely packed structure. For BCC it is not less, not high, so it is closely packed structure. And for FCC and SCP it is 0.74 means 74%, so it is known as the closest packed structure. So we can say that out of 100% volume available in this cell, 52% volume it is occupied by the atoms in case of simple cubic. 68% volume is occupied by BCC, means atoms in BCC cell, while 74% volume is occupied by these atoms in FCC and SCP cell. Crystallographic axis and directions. There is one method, head and tail method, to find out directions here. Directions are very important to study these properties of crystal. So the procedure is like this: find the coordinates of points of the head and tail, subtract the coordinates of the point of the tail from that of the head, and then remove the fraction, convert it into integers and enclose in the square bracket. So you can find the value of directions. Let us take the example of this cubic crystal system. For cubic crystal system, all the sides are same, that is A equal to B equal to C, and angles are 90 degree. If we consider suppose x direction at this corner point x equal to 1, so coordinates of this point is 1 0 0, coordinates of this origin, that is 0 0 0. If you subtract this coordinates of origin from 1 0 0, so it is 1 0 0 minus 0 0 0, so that is 1 0 0. So we can say that the direction of ox axis that is equal to 1 0 0. Second example, along y direction the coordinates of this point, it is 0 1 0. This is connected with this origin, so coordinates of origin point is 0 0 0. Subtract this coordinate from 0 1 0, so 0 1 0 minus 0 0 0, that is equal to 0 1 0. So the direction of this OY axis is 0 1 0. Similarly for Z axis it is 0 0 1. Let us take the example of this line A. Suppose this is one reference direction. The points of head of this A vector, it is 1 3 means 1/3 0 0. This is along y direction, it is 1/3. At the end of this tail of this vector, it is 2/3. This is along z axis, it is 0 0 2 3, 2 by 3. So subtract these coordinates of tail of this A vector from the vector coordinates of head of this A vector, so that is 1 1 1 by 3 minus 0 0 2 by 3, so this becomes 1 1 minus 1 by 3. Convert this into integer number, so this become 3 3 minus 1. Write down this in square bracket, so this become 3 3 bar 1. So this A vector is having direction 3 3 bar 1. Minus number is indicated by bar. Second direction B, so find out the coordinates of this head of B point and then tail of this B vector, so this become 0 1 1/2. For tail it is 2 by 3 1 1. So subtract the coordinates of B point tail from the head, so they become minus 2 by 3 0 minus 1/2. So 6 will be the value of LCM. Convert this into smallest integer number, so this